To the Bone, International's new HX Series heavy-duty severe service truck. I'm Peter Henry. I'm proud to be an account manager for the Tallman Group in Mississauga, Ontario. We sell a complete line of International product and have since our founding in 1973. We're now up to 12 full-service dealers, 2 collision centers, and 8 associate dealers. We've got your back here in Ontario. One of the nice things working for International is we've got over 700 dealers in North America with 8,400 technicians, 7,500 service bays, uptime. International, we've got your back. That's what we're all about. We're looking after you. Hey, let's take a minute now that we're here and have a look at this bad boy. Let me tell you a little bit about the HX series. Do you remember the first time you saw an Audi R8 coming up in your rearview mirror? That distinctive LED daytime running light over the headlights? How bad was that? How cool was that car looking? Well, look now. This is the baddest, meanest looking truck on the market today. We've got LED daytime running lights. They're not going to burn out. They're going to be there. And imagine that. This truck with these lights and this massive metal grille coming up in your rear view mirror. Who's the big dog now? Who owns the severe service market? Yeah, that's right. International. We do. Look at this. Beautiful aluminum bumper. Center toe pin. This bumper is going to look as good 5 years from now as it does today, and it's lightweight. And speaking of lightweight, how about this cab? This is an all aluminum cab, riveted with lap joints. It's quiet, it's lightweight, and you know what? It's not gonna rust. We've got this beautiful new 3-piece Metten hood. Let me show you something. Look how easy that is to open. One hand. Now, don't you think when something's that easy that we're going to do your pre-trip inspections every day? Your drivers are going to do it, because if we can make it easy, well, you're going to keep that truck on the road. The guys are going to do it. And look here. Oh, geez. Big red. Look at this engine. Cummins ISX-15. Up to 600 horsepower and 2,050 foot-pounds of torque. This bad boy will hunt. And you know what? If you want something a little different, a little lighter, we've also got the International N13 for 75 horsepower and 1,700 foot-pounds of torque. But look, on your pre-trip inspection, how easy it is to check. We've got our fuel water separator, power steering fluid, our engine oil check, your pre-trip inspection from the ground right here, no climbing on the truck, easy to do. And hey, while we got this open, look at our wiring here. This little red wire, it's number 3. That red wire is going to be the same number and color from start to finish. So you're not chasing this wire all through the cab trying to find out where it is. You're not poking it with a trouble light to see if it's got power or not. That's going to cause corrosion. That's going to put your truck down. No, all you got to do is go to where it ends up. You can see if there's power there, power here, and you know if that's the right wire or not. Uptime. It's all about keeping your truck on the road. Because you know, you can't just go down to the local rental store and get one of these. These trucks are meant to be out working. They're knee deep in it. They're always up and working hard. Let's close this hood and take a little bit walk around here. One of the nice things to keep this hood from flopping forward, we've got a lock. So if you're underneath this, it's not going to come down and smack you on the head. Again, how nicely balanced is that, the way that the hood closes? In the center of our bumper here, before we leave this, let's talk a little bit about this toe pin. Do you remember that show, or maybe you've seen it, Highway Through Hell? This is where the drivers of tow trucks in British Columbia and Alberta are hauling big rigs like this out of the ditch, out of the bush, where they've slid off the road because of weather conditions or problems with their truck. And in a lot of cases, they got to unload the truck because it's too heavy to pull it out. The tow hooks are snapping. You know what? This bad boy here, 150,000 pounds. You're not unloading this. You're hooking up. You're pulling this baby back on the road, and you're back at work. Money. You don't make any money when you're sitting in the ditch. You want to be up and running all of the time. Let's have a look over here now. Where are you going to spend most of your time? Where's your office? It's right here. This beautiful, well laid out HX cab. Look at those gauges. Look how nicely they're laid out. You get your tachometer, your speedometer, right in the same. Look how much more room that gives you. Have a look at this office. Look through this beautiful single-piece windshield over our three-piece Metten hood. Look how much of the ground you can see. You're the bad boy now with this baby. Some of our customers prefer a two-piece windshield, and we'll offer that for you as well. The idea being is if you crack it, you can actually just replace half the windshield and keep right on going. Power windows, power locks, standard equipment. And look how these gauges are laid out. Isn't that beautiful? Speedometer, tachometer in the same, everything laid out right where you'd want it. Switches from the factory, all right within your fingertips. Easy to get at, easy to access. This overhead console, we're going to mount your CB up here. Everything right at your fingertips, right where you expect it to be all of the time. And you know what else? We can plumb this with a body controller so that the body company plugs in outside the cab. We've got our factory wiring, factory switches, and the body company's not tearing apart our dashboard to put in some Mickey Mouse switch that doesn't fit with all of the rest of the factory switches that we've got in this truck. Our driver-first air ride cab system on this truck not only makes it the most comfortable truck on the road, but one of the quietest. We've got two different trim levels with the highest quality sound dampening materials available. You're going to be so relaxed, so comfortable in this truck that you're riding in the lap of luxury all of the time. Everything is thought of you, driver first. So we've got uptime, you're going to be on the road, driver first to make it as comfortable as possible. And it's going to be a joy to drive. Think about this. You're pulling into the parking lot, or into the job site, I should say, driving the biggest, meanest, baddest looking truck of anybody that's out there. It's the end of the day. Normally, you'd be heading home. But you know what? You're so relaxed from driving this truck all day long. You haven't been fighting it. This truck's not beating you up like your old truck did. Everything is at your fingertips. It's right where you want it. It's easy to drive. You got another trip in you. What's that mean? Money. How are you going to make more money? Making those extra trips. And you're getting home and you're still more relaxed than you were doing less work and making less money. So this is it's the ideal situation. It's all about money, uptime, and keeping it on the road. You know, you can't just go out and rent one of these. You've just got to keep going and keep this baby moving. Let's have a look just in behind the truck here for a second. I'll just show you. What a fabulous looking truck. And the back here, this is kind of new. This is our driver first air ride suspension. The nicest, most comfortable, quietest, stable suspension for an air ride cab in the industry today. And what's it mounted to? Check this out. If you're a bad boy and a big dog, you got to bring something to the party. And did we ever? This frame, 12.5 inch by ½ inch, single channel, 3.5 million pound RBM frame. That means that as you push down on this, it's going to take 3.5 million pounds of pressure to even start to bend this frame. That's not happening. And what's holding it together? Huck bolts. What do huck bolts do? Everything's tight, always tight. From the day you leave the showroom till the day you get rid of this truck. No squeaks, no rattles, no shifting. Your suspension's not moving. Everything is as true when you get rid of this truck as the day you took it. Nothing could be better, nothing could be tougher. You got to bring it if you want to be in this game. This is your new truck. Thanks very much for taking the time. If you've got any questions, if you'd want to arrange a test drive, by all means, my phone number's at the bottom of the screen here. Give me a call, Peter Henry. Here's my cell number. I'm happy to help you. Thanks for taking the time to go through this HX with me.